Before we talk a little bit about the vigil that's going on behind me, that video that was released by the NYPD certainly showing what the perspective was when that call went out about 4:40 yesterday, a little more than 24 hours ago. Now, this vigil actually began at the same time, that 4:40, in reference to what happened yesterday at the time. And once these cars go past, you will see a presence of NYPD officers from the community affairs right there. This vigil that you're looking at is a demonstration, it's part protest, all of those elements wrapped up into one, summarily capturing the feeling of this neighborhood at this moment. The NYPD has released video that shows Saheed Vassell approaching multiple people with a silver object on Wednesday evening. Police say these clips show Vassell in a shooting stance, threatening different people on the street, including one woman holding the hand of a child. They also released transcripts from 911 calls, with one caller stating there was a guy in a brown jacket walking around pointing. I don't know. What is he pointing in people's face? They say it's a gun. It's silver. 4 officers responding to the scene discharged 10 rounds after Vassell was fatally shot. Police found that the metal object was an L-shaped pipe, and outrage quickly swept over this neighborhood.
I understand they fear for their lives too, but you got to be more focused on what you're doing instead of just, assuming it's a gun and just coming out and just firing like that. 10 times, that'll make no sense.
Why is it that every time someone have an object in their hand, the police cannot define an object from a firearm? It's senseless. If they have a knife, they get shot. Don't matter what they have in their hand. They can have a wallet, they get shot. A cell phone, they get shot.
Residents say 34-year-old Vassell had a history of mental illness but was well known to people in the neighborhood. Some are wondering if the 911 calls that came in may have been from residents new to Crown Heights.
Gentrification probably was definitely a factor in it, because basically everybody from this neighborhood knew him. They know he was considered an EDP, emotionally disturbed person, but he was a good brother. He didn't bother anyone. He walked up and down the street. He would, run errands for people, help them with bags. So, someone who called probably definitely wasn't from the area, and they, didn't know the young man.
Today, the State Attorney General's office said it will open an investigation into the shooting. Mayor de Blasio weighed in this morning, saying police responding didn't know Vassell was mentally ill and called the situation tragic.
I can't replay history, none of us can, but a man like this, if he had gotten the help he needed, hopefully would never have been in a situation where such a horrible, painful tragedy would have occurred.
As you come back to us live, Ernie, a number of speeches going on right now. Mostly it has been very respectful. The demonstrations have all been contained to this one area, Utica Avenue and Montgomery here in Crown Heights. Hopefully the respect will continue between the law enforcement officers who are here, as well as those upset about the events of yesterday. We'll keep you updated.